I'm a fool. I have to admit, I was a little short-sighted. SafeTag reached out to me about this 4G tracker for installing into a car. Universally connects to all OBD2 plugs. It seems so easy to use, but in my little brain, all I was thinking is like, okay, I know I want to know where my daughter is, but like, do I really want to start tracking her? And that was like my only thought pattern. And then as time went on and I was thinking about it, I'm like, there's so many other uses to this. Like, what if you have a fleet of cars? What if you just simply have a delivery guy delivering the pizza? You want to know how fast he's going, where he's going, what's going on, why is he late delivering the pizza? You're going to get that answer. If you have a fleet of vehicles, their software works with no limitation in terms of the number of vehicles, that kind of stuff. So there are so many more uses to this than just me wanting to know that my daughter's safe and not getting into trouble. So I think there's only two things we have left to do. First, let's just quickly unbox it. I'll show you what it looks like, talk to you about a couple more of the quick features, and then we got to try using it. I'll show you what the app looks like, show you what the information looks like, and then you can make your own decision on whether this is the right thing for you or not. Hey, if this kind of content, reviews, information like this is good for you, please make sure you give us a thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and drop a comment below. What else do you want to know? What else do you want us to review? All right, let's get back to this. Let's take a look inside for the first time, see what's inside of it. So the world doesn't get too much simpler than this. This just simply plugs into your OBD2 port. Here are the QR codes. I can't show you those on Amazon. Really stupid, but true. Then behind my hand are two QR codes, one for Android, one for Apple. You just use that to download the app real quick and set this all up. If it's important to you, this works in 195 countries. Not sure why that's so important. I guess if you're in Europe and you're going to be driving into neighboring countries, that's important. Here in the United States, not so much. And then finally, the software does give you a 365-day history of where you've traveled and whether you've gone too fast or not. Let's go put it in the car, use it for a little bit, see how it works, and then I'll come back, give you my review. All right, so I signed up on the app, super easy, just added it. Very reasonable pricing structure, including a 7-day free trial. Go inside, plug it in, and just so you know, once you start driving with it, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes for their system to recognize it and start tracking it. Let's go see how it works. All right, so here we go. Let's find that ODB connection there. Plug it in. That's it. Let's give it that 20, 30 minutes and see how it's working. So I've had the tracker plugged into that ODM connector in the car for a while now, about a week, and so I thought I would come here to discuss. Let me scroll this down so you can see what the history looks like. That's what it looks like when you go to the movie in Tampa from where we are. You kind of like go, and then it actually included a stop for dinner. I think I'm really surprised how much data there is here and how accurate it is, right down to all these different points where it checks your speed and what you're doing. Like I just clicked on one of these points, tells me what road I was, what section of Tampa, the actual address, how many kilometers per hour I'm going, and the exact time. So you really get a wealth of data. I don't really want to show you exactly where I went, but there are a ton of those spots all through the course of my usage where you could check in on all those things. As we discussed earlier in the video, you can geotag vehicles. So if you have a fleet, let's say you have delivery cars and their kids are only supposed to be doing local deliveries, if it goes 10 miles away, you can geotag it so you find out that information. You could get driving style information, all that kind of stuff. I could geotag my daughter. Wouldn't do that. She's 23, grown up, can do her own thing. But there have been plenty of years where I would be concerned about what's happening with the car when they first start driving and that kind of stuff. And instead of doing the spying on them with your iPhone, you could have real data here. Overall, this has worked fabulously. The app is really good. I have to say the app is really good. The installation, obviously, all you do is plug it in. Super simple, plug and play. Not sure what else I could say. This is definitely a 5 out of 5 on the Doug score. If you want something like this to track vehicles, this is a great answer.